of that. None. So you go to China knowing that you're going to be spending 2 months celibate. It sucks. I mean, you know me. I stick on the Japanese porn, mate. I got it all happening. I got me beers, I got me smokes, I got me Japanese porn. I'm sitting there all fucking happy, mate, in my little Beijing shithole fucking room, and then the whole thing gets switched off. As soon as I put the porn on, that's it. It lasted maybe 4 or 5 minutes. The whole phone got spiked by the government. The government fucking did it and closed the phone down. You couldn't use it. You had to go and redo the phone. A person had to go and hook it up to the computer and redo the phone. It was complete. You couldn't do anything with it. And that was within 5 or 10 minutes of me watching porn. I hadn't even knocked one out yet. I was fucking out. I was so upset. I hadn't even knocked one out. They're fucking fully streamed, ready to go. Fuck. And they closed the phone down. Fuck, it was a cunt. It was a cunt, mate. I had to use my imagination. Oh fuck. And I was using a VPN too, by the way. I was using a VPN. So it goes to show you that the VPN security is bullshit. It's bullshit, ladies. It's more bullshit, because I was using a VPN. I was using one. So if they're so great, then how come I got closed down straight away as soon as I put the porn on? As soon as I put porn on, everything was great up till then. I would use YouTube, Facebook, not a problem. As soon as you put the porn, that's it, bang. Okay? So don't tell me that it's not hooked, the government's not hooked into this shit, or they can't get into this stuff, or it's secure and you don't have to worry about this, that, or the other. That's bullshit. That proved it to me. I went through a VPN. You know what I mean? They closed that shit down real quick. So don't trust the VPN, okay? They're still recording everything you're doing. They still listen to everything you're doing, watching you do. You know what I mean? And if they don't like it, well, you're going to fucking turn it off. So, and that's just the communist government for you. That's just that's not too good, mate. They own everything here in Australia. The communists fucking own everything, mate. They've got the money. They've got the paper. They own huge, vast amounts of land here in Australia, like cattle farms and fucking trout farms and cotton farms and what's the other one? Bean farm. You got food production farms, but hectares and hectares of property they own now. They're the biggest landholder here or something like that. They're going to come in and buy it all up, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they've been sucking at that fucking Western pit for the last 50 years. All the shit they sell us, and now they're just going to come in with that money that they've gotten and just buy it all up, buy all the production up, buy all the food up, buy all that up, and you're getting farmers taken off the land, and the government's helping them because the government is restricting the water use through the farms to all of them, especially the big orchards. It's restricting, right? Mainly, a whole lot of other things though. And then the family goes out of business, starts to rip up the trees, goes out of business, and then the Chinese come in and buy it up, and then suddenly those restrictions are gone. So I think it's done deliberately. I really do think it's done by the local council, whoever's in charge. Change this, change that, make the next 3 or 4 years very, very hard for these people. By the time he retires, they'll be ready to fuck unload. And he's going to make a nice little tidy sum out of it just for doing nothing. He's going to walk away with a nice full. And that's how these people work. That's how they work, man. These councils. I'm in trouble with the fucking council. I told you about the car, didn't I? I don't know if I did or not. I can't remember if I did or not. I don't know if I did. I got 3 fines for the car at the front here, and one in every day for 3 days. I had the car. We've only got a small bit of concrete, so I had the car parked like that. So I got in trouble parking diagonally. So I parked the car diagonally. I got another ticket for that because it overhung, because it's only a small bit of concrete. It overhung the driveway like 3 or 4 inches. So another $100 fine. Then I can't remember what the third fine was for. Another angle, park the car at the wrong angle. Because I thought if you parked it on top of the grass, you're definitely going to get a ticket because that's council land. But it turns out that's exactly where you're allowed to park. I was parking everywhere but on the council fucking the front of my house, the grass. So because I thought that's definite. You're in fucking trouble for that. So, I'd half park on the grass and half out on the street like that, half on the grass. No, ticket for that angle, too far, $300 fucking dollars. So I'm not paying them a fucking dime. I ain't paying them a dime. They can send their whatever they want to send, And that's the worst part about these councils. They can fine you for whatever the fuck they want. They can charge you everything they want, service fees and charges. And if you don't pay it, they'll take your fucking house. They can buy it. I don't have a house, but if you had this in your name, they will take your fucking property. They have no hesitation, ladies and gentlemen, in taking your property. None. None. I believe it's 5 grand and over. 5 grand and over, and they can make a claim on the land, sell the land, just for what they want, 5 grand, whatever it is. Yeah. But I believe it's over 5 grand, and they can do all that. They can start instituting those things, and the council will not hesitate to take whatever it can from you. It will not hesitate, and you can go up there and you can ask them all nicely and say you're sorry about that or sorry about this, it won't happen again, and that should be it, right? No, no. How do you think they got this $12 million building? The guy's on $500,000 a year that runs the joint. The chick that fucking you're talking to is on 100 grand a year. You really think she's going to let you? She ain't going to let you slide with a fucking penny. Get your fucking passport out. Get your fucking paycheck out. We're going to be garnishing your fucking. Let me know who your boss is, right? To suck your resources from you, take your resources from you. So I don't know. I'm going to end up in court over that. That's not going to be good. We're going to be heading down those paths again, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I go to court. I don't know anything that's going on. I tell them I just want, I'm not going to be paying. I haven't got any money. Rah, rah, I'm a broke, this, that, and the other. They're going to give me community hours, right? They'll give you fucking community hours like you're a fucking slave, right? Because you parked your car at the wrong angle in your front of your house. Now you're a fucking slave. Now you need to go and work for us. And these people think they are. Like, fucking think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about what I'm saying. You park your car at the wrong angle, you get a fine, right? Okay, then you go along, you say, I'm sorry about that, it won't happen again, and you never did it again, right? But that's not good enough, right? You need to pay this fucking debt. So now they got you out there mowing fucking lawns. They got you out there mowing fucking lawns, picking up fucking grass, fucking, you know what I mean? Let's go and cut some wood, right? I need a good day's work out of you. I need you to fucking have your boots on and fucking get your hat on and get all for it. I need you to have the long shirt on and work boots and fucking pants and because you owe me money. It's fucking, mate, you owe me for parking at it, okay? You owe me. So you need to get some work out of you. And that shit don't go with me, man. It really doesn't work with me. I don't, my inside my head, I just can't let it fucking sink in that way. So I end up going to their meetings and nodding my head and fucking, I don't give a fuck. I'm going over codes in a minute. I don't give a fuck. Like the guy walked into the when I was last time in there, television there, and he's walked in the room. Clock. You think you could put that on there? I said, fucking Hercules is going to start. Hercules is on in a minute, and Zeta's on after that. The whole room just broke out in laughter because I don't fucking put Hercules on. I don't give a fuck. You look, man. I owe you my time, right? I owe you this time, right? Right. That's all you've got from me is my time. That's it. I said, it doesn't. I don't need you to have me out there and mowing fucking lawns or whatever, doing this, whatever. It doesn't. I don't feel you're entitled to that. I feel you're entitled to my time because you think I owe you time. So okay, then I will sit down in the chair and I'll sit here until fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, but that's it. And they got pissed off with me at that. But I feel logical. I feel I'm logical. I don't think I've done anything wrong that I need to pay. I need to fucking pay with my fucking sweat. You know what I mean? Like, I get fucked, man. I parked the vehicle angle. That doesn't mean I need to go and do 100 hours of fucking mowing lawns to learn not to park the angle. I'm a pretty grown-up guy. I don't need it drummed into me that badly. Like I can learn pretty quickly, So that's how I feel about it, guys. And if you're in that situation, that's exactly how you need to think about it. That's exactly how you need to react to that. Because otherwise your ass is going to be out there on fucking lawns. And I looked at the guy and I owe you time. He's gone, right, well, you have my time. I'm sitting here. That's my time. I don't feel that I owe you anything more than that. I'm not out here robbing banks. I haven't committed any crime. Because you remember, I haven't committed any crime, right? So we'll see how we go in court, all right? Because, generally the file gets quite thick by the time I've come back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I'll pop to the office. It's not a problem. I'll pop in, say hello. Say hello, love, how are you? Look, I'm fucking sorry, I forgot my hat. I haven't got the right hat. I haven't got the right boots. I didn't bring the right pair of pants. No, I don't own a fucking long sleeve shirt in 34-degree heat. I'm not wearing that. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not complying. I'm not complying. I'm complying with my time, giving you my time. I'm complying in that, but I'm not complying in anything else. I said, I don't agree to it. All right? And she says, but you've been sent here by the court, rah, rah. Yeah, it's a contract. It's a contract. Right. This is my side of the contract. That's my contract. You can have your contract, but this is mine. That's what I'm agreeing to. See, you've got to have both parties agreeing on the contract, otherwise it's not a contract. Okay? I know how contract law works. Okay? You fuckers don't. You just go in the office and fucking sign, and you agree, and you go there. I fucking don't do any of that fucking shit. I'm out of that office and back home within fucking 20 minutes, and having fucking a bowl of cereal in fucking 30 minutes. You know what I mean? I don't fucking do any of that. I'm not complying. You can threaten me with jail. I had threatened me with jail, everything, man. You're going to go to jail if you don't do this. Really? I'm going to go to jail. And just stare at the lady. Really? I'm going to go to jail. So I take that as a threat. I don't take that as a hint. I take that as a threat. I don't tell her that, but that's when I start to arc up. When I go, no, that's it. No. You have my time. You get nothing else. That's when I really, because you've just threatened me. You see, in relation of, look at this huge kid. I'd fucking seriously, man. I had some serious fucking hours. And I said it's insurmountable. Insurmountable. You might as well make it fucking 1,000 fucking hours, love. I said 600 hours of my life is insurmountable. It's insurmountable. Even if I devoted 8 hours a day for the next every day of the week, 5 days a week to come and see you, would be 40 hours a day. 40 hours a week, sorry. It would still take me the next fucking 6 years to pay off this debt. Or 4 years or something like that. I worked it out, 4 years to pay this off. That's every single day coming in here for 8 hours. I said, are you kidding me? I just started laughing. I said, it's insurmountable bullshit. I said, seriously, let's break this down, lovely. I mean, you're a smart chick, right? Let's break this down, okay? 8 hours a day, 2 days a week. Love is 40 hours a week. 40 hours, 600 hours. Love, how many fucking days is that? I said, it's years. I said, it's not a matter of a few months. It's years. Years of being in servitude to you. And I looked at her. That's all it is servitude. You know? And you can see my eyes, right? And I'm just staring at it, man. It's just servitude, love. You're asking me for years' worth of servitude, slavery. I said, you're not going to get a dime out of me, and you're not going to get an hour out of me. Nothing. So they sent me back to court. They send you back to court. That's the big threat. They send you back to court. Because, you're supposed to get into more trouble and more trouble because you didn't do it. Well, let them get you. Go back and get more trouble. What the fuck for? You ain't going to do the shit you got now. Who gives a fucking matter? What does it fucking matter? You're not going to do it. You're not going to do that. What the fuck does it matter? Right? So I go to court. The ladies, the judge was really nice to me, man. I just said to her, it's 34 degrees out and they've got people out there in long sleeves and shirts and hats and mowing lawns. And I said, I don't feel I've done anything, committed any crime that I deserve to be out there languishing and doing this kind of work. I'm not a young man. I'm not a young bloke. I said, and I'm working like that. I don't want to work like that normally, let alone under duress. That I have to do it. I said, they tell me that I owe this time, Judge. I said, so I'll give them my time. I will sit down in the chair and I'll sit there for 8 hours. I said, but that's all I think that I haven't committed any crime that you know what I mean? Now, this is a speeding fine, parking fine, 5 years old, sitting in a computer, and there if you're driving along one day and it pulls you up, you're fine. You think you've gotten away with it. And that's what happens, man, with a lot of people. They get pulled up by the sheriff, and their ID gets checked, and bang, everything comes up. Anything. Whatever, parking fine, speeding fine, whatever they can get you on. Anything. All right? And that's how I got lumbered, I had a bit of fun for a couple of months with them. Went into the offices backwards and forwards, talking to them, and talking to the lady. Very, very attractive women, man. They're all women there. They run this joint. The whole fucking joint is women, and really pretty women, all right? And they're there to help people and all the rest of it. Really, they're there to organise debt slaves. They're not there to help you. They're there to organise debt slaves for the fucking companies and corporations that pay them fucking money in order to get those debt slaves. I mean, how the fuck do you think they go out there and mow these lawns? Well, they just drive along during the day and got a fucking party of prisoners here, and they just drive along the road and fucking, oh, there's a bit of long grass. We'll all get out and cut some fucking grass here. No, man, it's pre-organised, pre-paid for, fucking pre-done. They're at a profit. These people are there as a business. It's a profit to them. You are nothing more than a debt slave. You are a debt slave. And I see people in there really young falling right into this shit. Falling right into it, mate. Actually believing that they owe them money. Actually believing that, they've committed some heinous fucking crime. Like, seriously, Like they really fall into that, they're guilty, rah rah. I was sitting there at the table once, and I laughed and laughed. Um, the woman said, "Oh, if you need to go anywhere, or if you need to like leave state, and you want to go anywhere, you need to ask our permission first." And I started laughing. I really did. She said, why are you laughing? I said, well, they're not children, love. I said, you treat them like they're 8-year-old, 10-year-old. They need to ask you permission for what? They don't ask you for anything. I said, you wouldn't even know where they were going unless they did ask you. You wouldn't even know they're going to go. All they've got to do is turn up for their meeting. I said, you wouldn't know where they're going to. You don't know where I'm going to go when I leave the room here. As long as I'm back on the next meeting next week, you wouldn't know. You know what I mean? So anyway, I got into trouble for that. Because I only said it because this woman has piped up and asked permission. And I said, well, what are you asking permission for, love? You're an adult. You're older than her. You're older than her. And you want to ask her permission to do something in your personal life that's got nothing to do with her. I said, have a think about what you just said to him, miss. I said, and I can guarantee you, man, 70%, man, they'll tell you can't go. Oh, no, you can't go. We need you to, because if you can go, then you can pay the fine. If you can afford to go on a holiday or go and see your friend or whatever, then you can afford to pay the fine. That's how they'll throw it at you. Okay? So you asking them permission is giving them the chance to say, no, you're not allowed to go. I just laughed. I just fucking laugh. I really fucking do. These dumbass fucking people and these cunts across the fucking table taking their fucking liberty away, taking their rights away. They've got no right to say that to that. They've got no fucking standing at all. None. You know what I mean? Like, she's a beautiful chick, but she's only about 19. And you've got to ask her permission, and she will decide what you... Nah, man, just... I said to the lady afterwards, we're at the thing, I said, why'd you open your mouth up for? Why would you even say anything to her for? Oh, right. I said, but they won't even know. As long as you come back for the next meeting, how would they know what you're doing in between the meetings? I said, come on, man. Be logical here. I said, you really opened yourself up. You opened yourself up for something that you didn't have to open yourself up to. Now, if that person turns around and tells you, you can't go and see your mum, what are you going to do? Not go and see your mum? Seriously, think about it. Or are you going to tell that fucking person to go fuck themselves and you're going to go and see your mum anyway? And then you're going to escalate it. You said, because she's going to get offended, right? So I said, you're really just better. Some people are just gullible. That's just how they are. That's just how they are. Don't sign anything either. You get pulled up the same as I, and you're in the office and all the rest of it. Do not sign a fucking thing. Don't sign anything. Nothing. Okay? At none of these meetings do you sign anything. You sign nothing. It is so important for you to swallow that fucking hook. Do not sign any paperwork. Nothing. Okay? I found they were trying to hook you up to different courses. I found that they give you the hours and get you into there, rah rah. But in between that, they're trying to hook you into courses. They're trying to get you to sign paperwork for courses. One of them was road traffic. That's a big one for them. Road traffic. Everybody that goes through the court system ends up going and doing a course for road traffic, and they guarantee you're going to get a job, and it's all bullshit. It's absolute fucking rubbish. What he needs you to do is sign that piece of paper. If you can't, then he's not going to get paid. His whole bullshit, all this fucking shit here, he's getting paid for this, and he can only get paid if you sign that piece of paper. And because he's telling them they're going to get a job, and he's put them into fairyland. You're not going to get shit out of this guy. He does this every fucking day of the week. He does this to 1,000 fucking cunts a year, and you think all of them are out there fucking doing roadworks, do you? Are you fucking kidding me? This is all bullshit. Oh, bullshit. That fucking right. Woke up to that. Refused to sign that there because I refused to sign the paperwork. I just said I don't understand it. He said, "What's not to understand?" I can't read words, man. So I can't understand it properly. So if I can't understand it, I can't sign it. And he said, "I'll explain it. You can't explain a contract to me. That's not how it works." That's what I said to him, because it's contract. You are contracting your fucking off to these people. The minute you put your signature on that paper, you are contracting your fucking physical body to these people. And they can do what the fuck they want with you. And if you don't do it, you've got a signed contract, they can take you back to court and you end up twice as much fucking problem because you have broken the contract. Not because of anything else. You broke the contract. You signed for it. You signed that piece of paper, man. So don't sign anything, man. Then you can't get done for breach of contract. Right? Breach of contract. And if you or my other streams, which I got into trouble for again at the same thing, because you get to a point where you have to sign. You'll get to a point where they've had enough, and because they need to proceed without a signature. They can't proceed without a signature, and you're really pissing them off. You're fucking jacking this chick off, man. She's got a file like that. You refuse to sign shit. You're not doing what you're fucking told. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not following the program, okay? So it gets to a point where you have to sign something, you know? So, okay, then, just started smiling to myself. I wrote U, the letter U, dash, the letter D, dash, and then my name. Okay? That's what I wrote. U dash D dash my name. And she's looking at the paper. She's, what's U and D, man? What's U and D mean? What does that mean? I said, under duress. Okay? Under duress. I'm signing this. Under duress. And she's gone, no, you need to remove that. You need to remove that. No, I'm not removing it because I am under duress. It's sign this or not all this. I said, that's duress. See? And that didn't work out for him because that negates the contract. Learn, ladies and gentlemen, that actually negates the contract. It negates everything on the paperwork. Whatever's on the paperwork, it negates it. It makes it negative. They can't do anything with this paperwork because it's under duress. You see, a contract cannot be signed under duress. It must be two complying people that are agreeing on the terms and agree to these from rah, and they stick to it. That's a contract. You can't hold a gun to someone's head and say, sign this. That's not how it works. You see, that's not how it works. So again, another meeting is wasted. Another fucking piece of paper is wasted. Another fucking half an hour of this woman's time is wasted. And she's pissed off. She's fucking pissed off, man. Back to court. Back to court again. I can't sign anything, Judge. I can't read it. I don't understand it. I've got dyslexia. I don't understand sentences. I don't understand it. I've got dyslexia. I can't have someone to explain it to me because I don't trust them. I don't know what they if it's real or not. So the judge just cancelled it out. I've got dyslexia. You know what I mean? Can't read paragraphs. Can only read the sentence, but can't understand it. That's dyslexia. Okay. So yeah, from that one. That was a good one because I can't understand sentences.